Hello and welcome to TruckViewer. We are glad that you are joining us today. In this tutorial, we are going to show you how to get started with TruckViewer. Once you have received your TruckViewer login link and password, which you can later customize, click on the link and log in. You will enter an empty software without any loads or trips or any company credentials. To get started, first we'll need to enter all necessary company information. Then you will need to add all your trucks to the software database. Then you will add your drivers and customers. Once these steps are completed, it will make the process of creating loads and trips like a walk in the park. Let's begin. Our first step would be to enter your company credentials. For this, we will go to the top menu bar, click here, which will open a submenu. Then what you want to do is click here where it says Company. A window will open where you can begin entering information related to your company. You will do this only once, and the information you enter will appear on generated invoices and paychecks. So be sure to use your legal company information. Let's begin with the company name. Here in this cell, enter your company name. In my case, I will enter my company name, for example, Truck Force Inc. And in this cell, you can abbreviate the name. I will use the company initials TFI. This abbreviation will reflect on your button up here. I will click Save just to show you how it appears, and then we'll continue. As you can see, it now shows here on the button. Okay, enter your DOT number, your MC number, employee ID, and so on. Let's talk about the emails for the contact. In this cell here, enter an email where we, the TruckViewer software company, can contact you. And in this next cell, enter the email you wish to use for emailing your customers. Enter your company's address, and let's move on to the company logo on the left. You have the option of dragging and dropping your logo, or click and select your logo like so. Notice here is a small box to check off. This is to enable TruckViewer to work directly with QuickBooks. It's an awesome feature that really saves time. Also, some boxes here that you may want to check off as needed. Enter your banking information. It's important that this information is correct, as it will be used automatically when you print checks for your drivers. And here, attach any documents that you may find necessary in relation to your company. Once attached, you will easily find them here. Once all your company data is entered, click Save, and we can move on to the next step of getting started by adding your trucks into TruckViewer database. Click on the Trucks button on the left menu bar here. It takes us to an empty truck list. When you add trucks, they will appear here on the list. Now to add a truck, click on the Add Truck button to add a truck. Enter the data, click Save, and you will have your truck on the truck list. And we do have a more detailed separate tutorial for this on how to add a truck and all the different ways it can be done. Once the trucks are in your database, you will simply select them to attach them to drivers and assign them to loads and trips. Next, what we will want to do in getting started is add your drivers. Click on the drivers button here on the left side menu bar. You will see an empty list, but once you add drivers, they will be here on the list. Click the Add Driver button, enter the data, and save. And for this, we do have a separate tutorial on how to add a driver. Next, we'll go to the Customers tab. Click, and here you will create a list of your brokers and a tab for a list of any carriers that you work with. Back to the Brokers tab. To add a broker, click on the Add Broker button. And for this, we do have a separate tutorial on how to add a broker. You'll also have options of adding brokers, drivers, and trucks in different parts of this software. For example, while creating a load, click on the loads, add load, and when creating a load with this plus button here, you can also add new brokers to the list from here. You will see these plus buttons throughout the software, but all these details are covered in separate tutorials. But in order to get started, to begin creating loads and trips, please do enter your company data, list your trucks and drivers, your brokers, and this will make the process of creating loads and trips fairly easy. Simply by clicking a few times, you will assign drivers, trucks, and brokers. Ladies and gentlemen, this will conclude our tutorial on getting started with TruckViewer. Have a great day and thank you for joining TruckViewer.